what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Microsoft, stop changing my goddamn settings, man. All right, let's flip over. Let's close this. I'm gonna get over there. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the program. Johnny, how's it going? Says Saying Caesar. Rusty Grammar, game over. Yeah, we're doing the game over podcast, man. Rusty, I love those game over emojis. I don't know who made them or whose channel you got them from. Those are sweet. I imagine on Twitch and things like that in particular, that's the kind of thing that moves around a lot. But those are over on YouTube, which is surprising. But yes, we are up and on all three channels. We've got all three up. I will grab the chat, or I have the chats up. Rusty Grip, fuck, Chevy ruined my first hat trick. I'm sorry. He didn't know he was doing it, buddy. He didn't know he was doing it. But rest assured, you're in a small community there, aiming for that, so you'll get her. I have faith in you. I linked the Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs stuff into all the chats. We have a $15 goal for today, so if we make $15, tomorrow's taken care of, and we stay one day ahead. And that is my goal, to stay one day ahead. So if people come in today, Johnny, what's the goal? The goal is to stay one day ahead, and we're $15 away. Be part of the solution. Thank you very much if you are. Mr. Q, I said it as we were closing the credits yesterday. I noticed Mr. Q threw us 5 at the end of the show yesterday. Thank you for that, Mr. Q. Part of the reason we're now at 15, along with the Rumble rants and Twitch bits from before. Microsoft lost the console war and Johnny's settings. Microsoft, again, the console war is for fags, so I don't give a shit about the console war. I've always said this about the console war. And you know what? Fucking hot take. Microsoft has the right goddamn idea about the console war. We stop fucking fighting over which games get to be on which consoles, and we simply start. And I believe PlayStation should bend the knee on this too, and they won't, and that's why they're cunts. And that's why we lost the console wars, and now we're going to have to endure a console dictatorship. But overall, I feel like you should be able to get whatever goddamn hardware you want. Whatever stupid piece of plastic and whatever color schemes it has on its buttons and its lights and its menus plugged into your TV should be yours. You should be able to pick that. And then regardless of the hardware should match the generation. And we'd be like, call the generation, like the, for lack of a better term, the PlayStation. So the PlayStation, they go by number 5. So the PlayStation 5. So this game works for 5s, this game's for 4s, this game's for 6s, and every generation we just keep that up. This game will play on this generation and the ones preceding. We've reached a point now where gaming, both the building and the playing, the consoles don't matter. They are gateways. So the whole console wars thing is gay. Let me guess, Crunchman hasn't moved yet. crunch, man. There's a variety of reasons for that pool scam, Sam, but you're right. I hear the cat crying, says RP. Yeah, he does that all the time. But on my show, I don't mute my mic every time he does it. He yowls a lot. After he humps the dog, he yowls. When he wants attention, he yowls. When he thinks it's treat time or dinner time, he yells. He's a very vocal cat. He's the kind of cat that cat haters can't stand. Nikki's youngest son is 12. He is even PC Master Race. I don't agree with the PC Master Race thing. I think that's gay too. I think if you enjoy playing on PC, you know more about what you want for your hardware. And if you've played on PC for any length of time, you know that that shit has to change all the time. So it's its own fucking bag of headaches. The consoles are just PCs with the same hardware anyway. No. Consoles are locked systems with locked hardware that is built to operate off of a framework. But at this point, the frameworks that PlayStation and Microsoft use, both software and hardware, have become so synonymously similar that even what's-his-name at Xbox was saying he was curious how, because he knows the computing power, the processing, all that stuff that went into the PS5. It's the same stuff on the Xbox. He's just like, I know how they did it. I'm just curious how they dealt with the problems we did. AMD makes both chipsets as well. Right? Yeah, Phil Spencer. So it's just, there's no point. There is 0 point to fucking having like one console. And as for PC Master Race, our girl Digger is having some PC issues of her own, and she is having to deal with those with gaming. Like, that's your gaming thing. The problem with PC Master Race, it's kind of like using a fucking everyday grocery getter for your derby car. Like, you gotta hope that comes out of there clean. The PS fanboys are the worst. Yeah, but you're saying that as an Xbox fanboy. I say console fanboys are the worst. Console fanboys are the worst. And don't get me wrong, I'm saying that as a true blue Xbox fan. I like Xbox. Xbox is my preferred console, but I don't expect anyone to agree with me. I don't think it's better. It's just what I like. Johnny is a crappy rainy day. Oh, it's a crappy rainy day out? I can't see. There's very limited light coming through the window. Was fill some holes. You made it. I made what? What did I make? The next Xbox is going to be $1,200. Well, then guess what I ain't buying? Because if I'm spending, no offense, if I'm spending $1,200, I'm buying a new gaming computer. Because a new gaming computer for $1,200 could get me literally just the fucking computer part itself. And then I would have to probably upgrade the fucking memory, more than likely the RAM, almost definitely the RAM, actually. That's usually where they skimp the most. So I'd have to upgrade the RAM, upgrade the memory, so it can hold more, and I'll still have to have my external hard drive. But yeah, I've already got the 4 monitors and shit, so fuck it. Online gaming should be free, says Fanatical Bucks fan. I mean, maintaining servers and patching games takes work. You're employing staff to do it. When AI are doing everything, you might have a point. But then again, hi, Johnny. Hi, Digger. Special Emissary Digger's not with us normally on Tuesdays. And today, even if she wanted to be, Digger wouldn't be able to join us. She's got some PC issues happening now. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Landmine Lieutenant. Good afternoon, Landmine. Good to see. I think that's Los Federales. It's going to run Steam, which means PS games on Xbox. They just use Amazon services. Now it should be free. Again, video games have never been free. Online gaming, the whole price point and idea of online gaming is most times to keep it as a regular source of cash. Like every free-to-play game has got a funnel portal for money. So, you know what? I mean, good luck with that. PC gaming online is free. No, it isn't. Gaming on Xbox isn't free after I pay for the internet connection, and the same's true with the computer. I'm paying for that. Then what about, let's say, World of Warcraft? That's online gaming. I got to pay to maintain a subscription service to that. Well, most of the games that you play, like I said, if they're not force you to pay, they definitely encourage. Glad I still have my NES, SNES, N64, PS2, and 3. Even though I never have time to play them, my boys can. The 2 and the 3, meh. But everything else in that list, oh, dude. Oh, boy. But nowadays, like the SNES, the NES, the N64, they make multi-cartridge consoles you can pick up and use in your home with your HD TV, so you can play all those games. But yeah, I know what you mean. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Sonic the Hedgehog will be a great one. After years of play, I dropped $30 in Solaris 7 to have my own mech. After years of play, yeah, that's totally worth it. I don't know what Solaris 7 is. I'm trying to place that, but yeah, fucking dude, I've put more than $30 into video games in this last year alone. Obviously not anytime recently. I haven't spent any money on video games recently. I've spent plenty of money in video games. I would say the closest to the 30 would be the WoW Crack subscription. Yeah. But spending in-game money. If you have a great sealed copy, yes, we're well aware that it's worth money. Now it's called MechWarrior Online. Oh, okay. Well, again, I can't fault you. I'm a MechWarrior fan, but that's a long time ago. I was a BattleTech MechWarrior fan. Microsoft got the rights to it and then started to shit on it. And I haven't been a huge MechWarrior fan ever since. Mortal Kombat collection this week. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I won't be buying that. That's one of those, I don't have extra money. And if I did, I probably shouldn't use it there. Even if I did have it and could use it there, I don't know. That's going to burn out. Like, my thumbs don't. I remember those games. Like, those were some button-mashing motherfucking games. So, I hate that they charge so much for digital copies of games, movies, and albums. I want a hard copy. If you aren't giving me something I can hold and see, then it better be cheap. I agree with that, SH. The physical copy thing is an important issue for me, too, because I hate, case in point, plenty of people hate me for this take. I've said it before. I liked Anthem. I feel like Anthem had the ability, if given the time, if just given the fucking time, man, Anthem had the ability to turn it around like Cyberpunk did and like No Man's Sky did, but it's an online service that they were kind of putting together with a lot of the games, so there was no good way to do it. They needed that game to have way more of like a single player aspect, but they wanted it to be online with your friends like Destiny. They wanted to compete with Destiny. A lot of people called it the Destiny killer, kind of like he's yowling his ass off because he just slayed that love dog. How's your frumpy stuff? How's your frumpy stuffy? Did you stuff it? You stuffed it good, huh? I know people are like, he's crying. Like, you don't know cats. He's sitting making just the cutest face. He's like, no, guys. He's licking his chops. He's very proud of himself right now. What was I missed something. So I played Turtles in Time a couple of months ago. That was fun to go back to the day. Like Turtles in Time, I don't remember that one. I hate that they charge so much for digital copies. Yes, digital copies, though. The problem is, again, digital copies don't work afterward. I can't go play Titanfall 1 right now unless it's up. Like they've had a lot of traffic lately. But Titanfall 1, like that's one where I'd jump in and play it all the time. Unfortunately, they went to Apex Predators, and I went, yeah, you gave up the part that was fun. Like I know everybody else was like, I like this Battlefield rolling around shooting other people stuff. It's like, right, but the mechs, like, oh, mechs are gay. I was just like shooting other people. And that's where, again, the first game, the AI and bot squads in the mix was the right idea. And if they don't believe that, I point to Marvel Rivals and Mecha Break and all of the fucking hero shooters now that have now started bot filling lobbies so they can maintain low lobby times whilst simultaneously not having enough players to do a full match. So they're like, hey, how about we just start making bots a thing of various skill levels? And I again say that anyone that loves that feature or enjoys those features, You owe fucking Titanfall. They were the first one. Like, the whole game, the fucking foot soldiers were bots. You knew they were bots. You got pissed when you turned around and you popped a bot and someone got you because you were focusing on the bot because the bot shot you. You don't know who shot you in the ass. You just know you just caught a bullet in your butt cheeks. You got to turn around and find out who gave it to you. So you're returning fire. You put that guy in the hole, and now somebody came around the corner and popped you with a 12 gauge. It ain't your fault, but now you're dead. Did you see the storyline about the stormtroopers getting arrested in Canada for having a fake gun? No, I did not. Did not see that story. If you can beat OG Turtles on NES, you can get a PS5. Cool. Battle fucking not bad. Here's where Battle Royale modes. I don't like those. Hey, we're dropping 30 of you in here, and your objective is just murder each other. Like, if that's what you enjoy, fine. For me, it's like, oh, this is the most mind-numbing. Why do you have to kill other players? Why do they have to be other players? It's my question. I've played plenty of Battle Royale modes, and I always end up saying the same thing to myself. I'm obviously against players better than me, which is fine. But I don't enjoy getting my ass kicked all the time. And odds are there's always another player better than me. Like this, like competing against these. Why do you need to compete against these people? There's nothing in it for you. There's not even anything in it for you from the game point of view. Like your way of killing time and your detachment from reality is to be fiercely competitive with other people as a way of fun. Just seems odd to me. Weird. But apparently the Genesis has a cartridge-free setup too. What? Wish I had never traded my Sega Genesis in for an N64 because I ended up getting a 64 for free like a month later. I've had I think 1 or 2 N64s, but we had a Sega Genesis in my family. My sister had it, and I wish I had taken it when we moved and we all 5 of us split up because, man, I'd love to be able to play Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my jam. Love that game. But what do you mean the Genesis has a cartridge-free setup? I have no idea how that's a thing. We have enough stories to go all the way till, 4:30-ish. I haven't been feeling well. Moving update, we're still all up in the air on that, trying to figure out. The county says they're going to help me, but I don't know. We're trying to figure out who or when. I'm trying to check my emails for contacts that I've missed. And then the other fun bit of that is we have the whole how's the government shutdown going economy stuff. So I'm having fun figuring out all this shit. This shit happened at the most opportune time. Boy, howdy. But still shut down? Yeah, still shut down. Fuck. We'll see how it goes. I thought they made like a console thing for Sega like they did with Nintendo and the Super Nintendo where you could play old games and it had like 30-something games on it or whatever. I have like the old school ones of those that had like 5 or 6 games that you plug into the AV jacks on the front of the TV, just, the red and the yellow. But I mean, Fiery Podcast, hope you feel better, Johnny. You got this. Oh, I know I have this. This is pretty easy to do. What I don't have is a firm grasp on whether the feelings in my gut are just going to stay this way or drastically change in the immediate future, which would result in me having to, I guess, like speed lurch to the bathroom, as it were. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But what are you gonna do? All right. It's preloaded with all the popular games. It's built-in RAM. Well, shit. That doesn't sound half bad. That really doesn't sound. You can get emulator boxes that can run up to PS3 and Xbox 360. Yeah, but then running emulators is an issue. That's one of those weird gray areas where you can get emulator boxes that run emulators, but then when you go and start downloading those emulators, especially if there's some of those torrent files, you're in trouble. Yeah, they did. Atari, Sega, and ColecoVision came out with systems with built-in games. Are you still taking ivermectin, or have you quit since the stomach thing? Ivermectin's been solid and steady. Speaking of which, I'll do that right now. I've been taking the ivermectin every day. We took it yesterday. We took it today. Took it the weekend. We've been on it steady. And as I've said, overall results, hand strength was improved. But since tabling off at that, I haven't really gotten much. I've been able to do more with continual hand strength. I've been able to strengthen it more, and so I've been able to do things like I ate with ramen with chopsticks over the weekend. It was pretty fun. They come packaged all the games. They're on Amazon. Oh, well, then it's less of an issue. It's preloaded. Boop-a-doop. We covered that. Brian, yes, Brian from Nucleatic Gaming, streamer, friend, and fan of the show. Brian from Nucleatic Gaming. We have $15 for tomorrow's goal. So if we hit that out today, we're fucking aces, and I'm not worrying about anything. But let's load up some stories and talk about it. We have a couple of different things. We've been talking about games right now, which happens, obviously. I am a gamer. I do not apologize for that. But we do have a couple other things to talk about as well. We have a kid who swallowed magnets in New Zealand. We've got a Indian man who staged his own funeral for, in my opinion, the greatest of reasons. And then, let's see, we've got the deaf woman there. We got the funeral. Oh, damn it. I kept trying to move this story, and it kept putting it back. The monkey hoax thing that I was holding on to in case my sound drop didn't go. By the way, I'm curious if Balls Deep shows up at any point and wants to tell me how he feels about the logo. When he sent me that picture and he asked for it to be included, I told him, I'm like, we're getting to the point where there's just too much shit in there. The name is too long. With Balls Deep's Haberdashery would work fine. Balls Deep's Cripple Orphan Rescue would work fine. But Cripple Orphan Rescue and Haberdashery, and you want that image in there. I don't know. So I threw that together today. Thank you, Lexi, for cutting that out for me. And I can try moving the and, switching it to the and symbol. And that's about it. That is literally about it. I could fuck that around and that's it. Kids swallowed magnets. Is he trying to attract diddlers? Well, we say kid, but is 13 years old. 13-year-old kid. Oh, you're linking live news in right now, aren't you? This isn't the story. I have to still read the story. You dicks. Bully, I meant. Fans have made Bully Online looks good. I've never played Bully, so I wouldn't know. Johnny puts the gay in gaming. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. I've been putting the spaz in spasticity, too. Fucking, I damn near flopped out of my chair twice this morning, and once after the show. So we'll see how my legs hold up and everything else. We are going to try and go till 4:30. So if I run out of content in hour 3 and I'm still feeling good, we'll see what we do. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 I got 5 stories for hour 3. So unless that YouTube one at the bottom there is just the funk corn remix. St. Caesar. Oh, and Johnny, you played Backyard Wrestling. I played Backyard Wrestling. I don't know what Backyard Wrestling SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. I don't know what that is. All I know is it was called Backyard Wrestling, and I don't really care. It's just the only wrestling game I've ever played. You know what's funny? He walks by a powerful magnet. All those tiny magnets will rip out of him like he got hit by shrapnel. Oh, it's even worse than that. Here, I need this to calm my legs down. There we go. The end of the era, the last of the supply. We have a 13-year-old boy hospitalized after swallowing dozens of high-powered magnets. It cost him a part of his intestine. A 13-year-old boy in New Zealand was hospitalized after swallowing dozens of high-powered magnets. Here, let's, this is why I questioned that story we had yesterday with the lady that had the the fisting dildo. This is why I questioned it, because the MRI image was way, way too clean. This, I can tell you, having seen many of them, this is an MRI image. This is an MRI. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's an X-ray. Because if they did an MRI, those would have ripped right out of them, dumbass. Yeah, so fuck you. So this is an X-ray. Never mind. There's an X-ray of it. This is the X-ray of the magnets he swallowed. 13-year-old boy in New Zealand was hospitalized swallowing magnets. The boy, whose identity is not disclosed, ate between 80 and 100. 80 and 100 neodymium magnets, each 5 millimeters by 2 millimeters in size. So he ate a collection of these fucking, like, disc-shaped magnets. Oh, dear Lord. The pic yesterday could have been a 3D rendered ultrasound. I'd believe that, but it was definitely not an MRI. And I realized as I said it that these are magnets, so this definitely wasn't either. But let's see, the disclosed. The high-powered magnets, often sold as desk toys for adults, are small yet dangerous if swallowed. Their strong magnetic pull can cause parts of the digestive tract to stick together, leading to severe complications such as pressure necrosis, perforation, or life-threatening infections, according to the report. Surgery is often required, with the risks of long-term complications such as chronic pain. The teen endured 4 days of abdominal pain before seeking medical help. At the hospital, he told doctors he swallowed the magnets roughly a week earlier. The report did not name the hospital where he was treated or explain why he ate the magnets. Scans revealed the magnets had clustered into 4 chains in the lower right side of his abdomen, pulling together different sections of his bowel with their magnetic force, the report said. Noting some imagery was distorted by the magnets, doctors then proceeded with the exploratory surgery. During the procedure, surgeons discovered the magnet chains were causing pressure necrosis, tissue death from prolonged pressure in parts of the bowel and large intestine. They successfully removed the magnets, but the boy required removal of part of his bowel. He spent 8 days recovering in the hospital before being discharged. Although countries like New Zealand and Australia have permanently banned the scale of high-powered magnets, enforcement remains a challenge. Yeah, dude, this is Darwin's fucking phoning you in, all right? This is literally this is Mother Nature going, no, there's too many of you, and some of you are really, 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 really stupid. So Charles Xavier has a new enemy, the Magnet Eater. MRI would have been funny. Would have been lethal. Would have been lethal. Where's Digger at today? Says Killer's General Horseplay. Digger doesn't do Tuesdays. Tuesdays is a me show. She usually has. There we go. That was what we were looking for. I got to remember to keep doing that. She does her own thing on Tuesdays, and so she's handling. Excuse me. She's handling her own shit today. Swallowing coins isn't fun anymore. Apparently not. Now it's magnets. Jesus fucking Christ. They blame the magnets. Yeah, they blame the magnets. They made them illegal. High-powered magnet is a stretch. I use neodymium magnets for Warhammer bases. Dude, high-powered is a stretch. I have one of those magnet toys they're talking about. It's a sphere of little circular shaped magnets. I've seen a lot of these things. My brother's Lab Glass with $10. Thank you very much. Saying magnets delicious. Yeah, I don't agree. Do not agree. Magnets are not delicious. So would not concur, especially after it costs you part of your bowel. Like, this kid's gonna be like, that's another thing. This 13-year-old kid, the rest of his life is gonna continually, and I mean until the day he dies, he is going to remember this idiotic act every time he shits, every time he takes a poop, because his life is going to change, and he will always, anytime he has difficult poop or can't quite hold it back or whatever issues you get from losing part of your bowels, he's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. And I don't know why. 13 years old, I can't blame the parents. Like, 13 years old, unless you have pica, you do not have an excuse to just keep eating shit at 13. My daughter is 7, and she doesn't put stuff in her mouth, right? So why? Fanatical Bucks fan, just play the clip of Digger's cackle. It will be like she's here. You know what? That's not a half bad idea. I should get a clean Digger laugh sound drop and make a sticker. And people can throw like maple leaves at the screen, and it's just her going ha ha ha, like whatever she did. Our scars remind us that the past is real, right? But one of those scars shouldn't be I lost part of my bowels because I swallowed magnets like a tart at the age of 13. At the age of 13, you should be transitioning from young kid toys to big kid toys if you have not already. And you should start, I don't know, maybe feeling out the whole social structure of the world around you. I feel like at the age of 13, you need to start developing social circles. If you're not on that, you're behind. You should have them before then for sure. But by 13, like, I'm giving you wallflowers time to adapt. But come on. So if army people eat glue and Marines eat colored crayons, if you eat magnets, does that make you Space Force? I'll say this, even being in space wouldn't have saved Magnet Boy. In fact, it might have made things worse. I don't know how much does the force of gravity degrade magnetic force, if at all. So, but I guess Space Force. I mean, you shit on Space Force, and you should, because it sounds stupid as fuck. But, you know, in just a day, tomorrow, we get to find out about the aliens. Tomorrow we get to find out if Three Eye Atlas is really an alien ship or just a rock careening through the universe, because it's got its parabellum or parable or whatever, parabellum, not parable. It's got its parabellum finishing. It should be coming out the other side of the sun tomorrow sometime. And if it's exactly where we said it would be, I'm sorry, that's another shot in the ass for the alien theory. Now, if it's nowhere like we said it should be, that's more of a confirmation alien theory. If it doesn't appear, oh boy, do we got problems. We can't find the fucking thing. Uh-oh, that's not good. At 13, Legos are a safer swallow. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. Like, you're right. Well, you're right. But like, you shouldn't be swallowing Legos either. Like, this is, again, my 7-year-old daughter builds shit tons of Legos. She's never swallowed one. Because she's old enough to know, oh, that's not food. That's why the box on the Lego packaging says 6+. And even though I'm, over 40, I just enjoy them. So fuck off. But no, the box says 6+, because, by 6, you shouldn't be just stuffing things down the gullet. Here's one that's let's keep in mind, I'm getting hung up on things. That's sin number 1, if you want to call it that. Not only did he swallow shit that he's not supposed to swallow, when he started feeling abdominal pain, he told nobody. Like, I don't get this. Why do so many people have shame in doing the stupidest shit, but they never once think about that before they do it? Like, you know what? If this goes badly, I'm not going to be able to talk. I don't know. Fanatical Bucks fan, fingers crossed it's aliens. Honestly, no. That has too many possible outcomes for me to say fingers crossed it's aliens. I'll say this right now. I don't think it's aliens. A lot of the chatter about multiple trajectories and things have been debunked. But I can't put it to bed. NASA's high-resolution images that would give us a clear look at this thing, those are nowhere to be found. Ain't that convenient? Ain't that a shame? Government shut down again. So yeah, I'm not hoping it's aliens. He probably thought he had to fart. You know what? At least he didn't swallow his uncle. I'm not gonna take the mental effort to trace that path to figure out what that thought is, but I'll just say, yeah, I'm sure that could be worse. Don't confuse the Legos with sugar cubes now that you're on ivermectin. Kidding. Oh, come on. I'd never do that. Aliens coming. I brought a 12-inch giant dildo. Probing revenge time. Now I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking, like, what's the first racial crime that happens? And it's some fucking hillbilly who's, like, caught probing an alien, like, oh, I'll show them what it's like to stick something in an asshole. What's this orifice do? I told them I was abducted, and they played with my butt. Hell, they used their crazy alien technology to look like my cousin Jim. I ain't gonna handle that. I got back to hunting camp the next day. They didn't believe me. They thought I was drunk, running around in the woods, blackout drunk. And I'm like, no, I was abducted by aliens. Johnny, this is the Halo show / movie we all deserved, not the crap we got today. Okay. It's not. What is this? Halo Landfall. This is from Bungie 13 years ago. I don't know if we're allowed to play this. Let's find out. I don't know. This looks... This is sick. I can't. I'll check it out later, man. That's a long thing to dedicate. I just saw Papa Roach live a few weeks ago. They still rocked. I enjoyed it. Papa Roach was always good. Kobe Shaddix has an amazing voice. The one I'm curious about is Avenged Sevenfold. Like I know, like, they've still made music and stuff, but, like, replacing their drummer, dude, replacing that dude wouldn't be easy. Do they still sound the same? I don't know. It's been so long. Would I even notice, though? Would I notice? Probably not. I'm making these stupid, like, I'd fucking tell the difference. And some fucking asshole. Slide it in. Welcome to Earth. It's Makobe Shaddix, not Matt Shadows, but there you go. Makobe? Am I getting that right? I thought so. I could be wrong. It happens all the time. I've just learned to accept it at this point. Was wrong about how easy that moving thing would go. And now with the government shit, oh boy, people are like, "Oh, why aren't you moving?" Like, I don't know. Am I going to have disability next month? Are any of the assistance services I'm signing up for going to be available? Like, government shut down. So, like, why should I really go out and do all of that? I've been spending my time trying to figure other shit out. All right, similar, Johnny. Brooks is incredible. Rev's voice is surly. Yeah, dude, that's the part though. Like, I don't know this Brooks guy, but does the Brooks guy bring any of the vocals that Rev had? You know what the creepy part is? The last song he did, like, the last song they did and he recorded, he had, like, they've explained, like, what is it? No vocals I know of. Right. So I'm not saying that this Brooks guy, I mean, Brooks was here. He's a great drummer. Brooks was here. But it's just, again, like, I feel like that voice was and here's the part. I didn't know that until after it happened. I didn't realize how instrumental he was to the writing, production, and overall creation of Avenged Sevenfold's music until he was gone. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like such a fucking tourist. It's horrible. Jacoby, said that that he's been a Christian for 18 years and that the Holy Spirit was with us tonight. He's not 18 years old, though. That's interesting. So he found Jesus. That's always my fun thing when people are like, I found Jesus. Really? Where'd you leave him? I don't, again, I always, I can't get behind the books or teachings of one particular person or deity because those are managed by people. And those deities never seem to do anything about the people that, in my opinion, vastly mismanage the situation. So I'm always just like, I don't know. Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater did the drums on the Nightmare album. I didn't know that. I did not know that either. Thank you for that fun little tidbit. We've got a lot of stuff to get into, and still, we're coming up on hour number 2 here, starting hour number 2. So we've got, about 2.5 hours in the program. I'm feeling a lot better just starting. I had told Digger earlier that, the old gut and stuff was feeling a little sus, and I was questioning whether or not I'd be able to do a show. But I am happy to report that we've been able to make it work. So that's great stuff. Johnny, are you toking up today? Not really. I've kind of just got the last of a bowl, and that's it. So, I mean, kind of, not really. I'm on the decline, and the next few days, I am probably going to be, I would say, completely out. So that's less than ideal, But what are you gonna do? Anyways, you don't have to believe in Jesus. He believes in you. Well, see, okay. Let's have that conversation. I don't have to believe in Jesus. Okay? He believes in me. Okay. I have a question. Why does he hate me? Like, so he's the one I blame for this MS stuff? Is he the one I throw my fucking my rage and vengeance at? I got a lot of it. Huh? What are you talking about? Says Red Scooper. Who are we asking? Red Scooper over there in the Rumble chat. Who are we asking? We got a couple of people. Who are we asking? He's the only one that believes in Johnny. Nobody else does. It's just Jesus. Everybody else is like, fuck him. You know what? That actually, I would give that more accuracy. Where it's like, no, Jesus believes in you. He's literally the only one who does. All right, fair. I might leave that Halo thing up. I'll watch that later. We have a story about a woman surviving being hit by a plane. I do want to get to that, but I think we should do a video quick here. The Indian man at his own funeral. Nah, let's go to this. Oh, what the fuck? That's right. I opened this before. This is the abdominal pain one. Why is that in 2 places? All right, so let's get over to this. This is footage from a Category 5 hurricane is hitting parts of, what is it? Like Hurricane Melissa. Where is it hitting specifically at this time? It's footage from California. This is the most jaw-dropping video ever caught in the hurricane's eye. So this is the eye of the hurricane. Let's go to this quick. This is the eye of the hurricane, Hurricane Melissa. Dear Lord. Diseases are a part of life. If God gave us good health, then we would never know the feeling of caring for someone sick. Right. I'm just saying, like, he picked a hell of a way to hit me in a hell of an interesting time. Like not to get fucking, I don't blame God, if you will. I mean, I guess I don't not blame God. But what I would say is I was in my 20s. I was working on developing 2 different career paths for myself to have available as options in the prime fit health of my life. And then I started systematically losing everything that I needed to maintain that. The first time when I lost voice issues and I started having weird fucking brain fart problems. And then the relapsing got worse. Took my leg, my right leg up to my ankle, and then it went up to my knee. And then when that stuff started happening, I started learning to draw. I was going to look into becoming a tattoo artist. I'd started learning to draw. I'd started planning a new path for myself because I couldn't use the ones that was in front of me. And then my arms started to go. It's just a fucking... I can't win. Every time I find a new way to do stuff, there's a problem with it. I got myself healthier to the point that I could do DJing and stand-up comedy, and then my health took a shit again. And now I'm wheelchair bound, and I can't get back up out of that hole. And everybody tells me there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to degrade more and more and more. Well, how am I supposed to just to fall against this fucking rising tide after wave of shit? How am I supposed to survive and continue on? Because it's great that other people can experience the joy of caring for someone sick. I want to be able to not rely on other people to survive. Which is why I'm not super duper worried about what happens if government shit doesn't cover disability or like assistance services. I'm like, you know what? I was willing to take the assistance services to move out and get my own place. But if they're not there, then I'll have to look for another fucking way. It'll suck. I won't enjoy it. I'm not a fan of it. But hey, finding a way to do it without it, then I guess we'll find a way to do it without it. Johnny, get physical therapy. I can't afford it. We all rely on others for survival, says Special Emissary. In the broader sense, we do as a society. I definitely rely on others for my food, and I rely on others even financially because I am handicapped on disability, so I get disability. So I am relying on others in that sense. But I would say, like, overall, like, I want to not have to rely on others to pay my rent, to be able to control earning money. Those are things. Jesus doesn't hate you. He's just one you were strong enough to walk. He's just one you were strong enough to walk. Sorry, roll the path in front of you to give others strength. Johnny, you inspire me to keep going and do better. I hope so, because I don't mean this in any insult to you, Freak 597. I'm a really low bar to beat. Like, if you're like, I hope I inspire people. Like, if this guy can keep trying to find a way after losing and failing, after trying and failing time and time again, I should be able to. I mean, what the fuck's stopping me? That's, thank you. That's very, that means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Jellyfish Smelly, Johnny, those footprints behind you, that's when he carried you. Ignore the wheel tracks. I can't ignore the wheel tracks, Jellyfish Smelly, because if you trace the wheel tracks start running real deep into a fucking pothole that I said was there, and then he hit the pothole, and he pitched me forward, and now he has to carry me because he threw me fucking ass over tea kettle face first in the sand, which wouldn't have happened if he just let me roll myself. Is that a bit half rolled into a real life story? Yes, it is. It's a real life story from someone who just wanted to help push me through a fucking parking lot. Damn near broke bones on me. If you can't find a way, you make your own way. Well, okay, I love that attitude. I like that idea. What do I like? That's what I've been trying to do. I guess, I don't know. Wait, what? Please tell that story. Oh, Jellyfish Smelly, I'll totally tell you that story. It happened at Beaver Island Brewing. Beaver Island Brewing shares a parking lot with several establishments. So, it